Welcome to what I call the TopHatPlus shower thought that needed to become a real thing. I, a Canadian, have recently purchased an imported Japanese truck called a K-Truck, or a mini truck, or a truck, depending on which part of the world you come from. It has a 660cc three-cylinder motor. It does, as of right now, about 103 to 104 kilometers an hour top speed, which is the equivalent to 63, 64 miles per hour, depending on which part of the world you come from. We live in the land of moose and beavers, so it is the same as the Japanese kilometers an hour. I had a thought. If I could dream up the most incredible creation of what I love about my K-Truck, what I love about American products, and what I love about the modern automotive industry. And I have come to this. My biggest issue with most vehicles is they are ginormous. They are behemoth mining trucks that you drive around as a solo person to the grocery store, to the gym, to pick up one bag of soil once a year from Home Depot. And that's not how I want to live. That's not the culture and the atmosphere I want to create. I want to create an atmosphere of I have what I need to do what I need to do. I am a carpenter. I build stuff. I am a huge Milwaukee fan, and I have built some really, really neat projects. Big, tall mudrooms, laundry rooms, TV cabinets, you name it. I've done some pretty wild things. But I don't need a 18,000 pound towing capacity, seating capacity of 6, and a 7 mile per gallon fuel economy to achieve what I need to do. I need to be able to pick up a couple hundred pounds of wood every couple weeks, transport a couple hundred pounds of cabinetry, and a couple hundred pounds of tools every couple weeks. So I bought a K-Truck. I bought this little tiny Japanese 5-speed manual, right-hand drive K-Truck. The sides fold down. It's got an 800-pound capacity in the bed. I'm going to add a hitch so that I can tow my little enclosed cargo trailer in case I need it, because sometimes I leave tools on a job site. It's nice to leave them secured in a waterproof compartment that I can lock. So the K-Truck achieved every single aspect of what I was trying to achieve out of a vehicle. But it's very, very difficult, myself included. I have a disability, I have arthritis. It's very difficult for me to buy an older vehicle that does not have some of the new modern ergonomics, the modern conveniences, and it's very difficult to navigate modern roadways, cities, and infrastructure without basic GPS and certain things. That being said, I've always been an advocate since I got my first iPhone 3G. I do not text and drive. I do not hold my cell phone in my hand at any point during my drive for any reason. If I want to film, if I want to capture something, I have a passenger do it. I use my dash cam. I use shutter black view. I use cameras that are mounted on suction cups or stands in the vehicle that are already pre-rolling. I do not jeopardize your safety, my safety, or my family's safety for the sake of potentially grabbing a clip. I will miss clips all the time that I think are really cool, really funny, really interesting, because safety is more important. And if something happened, I'm not going to be able to tell a family that I ended them because I wanted to capture a Ford towing something without the hood up and blowing smoke, right? It's just not worth the trade-off. So I try to keep everything very consistent and very safe. Am I a perfect driver? No. Am I telling you to be? No. But it is something very simple I can practice. So I am going through the stages of upgrading my technology in my vehicle to meet or exceed my current needs, so that in 3, 4, 5, 6 years, I can still keep using the same tech like I would buying a new vehicle. I'm going to upgrade some comfort and do some things. That being said, it is a 93 pickup truck. It is running a 660cc three-cylinder combustion engine. I am a huge fan of going electric because I do not want to drive hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers every single day all over the neighborhood. I want to be at home with my family, so I try to keep work at home in my neighborhood so that I can be home with my family, because you can't buy time, and I'm not going to spend it wasted in a vehicle wishing I was home. So I have decided to render and create a proposal to the greatest American automotive brand that has ever existed, Tesla. I am a huge fan of Tesla. I have been since they came out. I have been since I first drove one, which I believe was in 2016. I was blown away at how nice it drove and how far ahead of the game it was. And they've only increased that. It's only gotten better and more, which makes me really happy. They are willing to take a chance. They are willing to think outside the box. They come out with their first truck, the Cybertruck. I really like it. Personally, I'm a fan. Styling, cool. Function, cool. Again, it's a truck that does truck things, but it is enormous. And that's where I go full circle. I'm like, I love it and it's cool, but it's huge. Same reason I wouldn't buy a Silverado, an F-150, or a Ram. They're just ginormous. Also, Toyota, Honda, they don't make real trucks. Nissan don't make real trucks. Not even interested, wouldn't even entertain it. Toyota Taco, the Nissan, nobody knows what they're called, and the Honda Ridgeline, also, like, none of that is of my interest. The Tundra is running a Chrysler motor, like, I just buy a Chrysler. Like, I'm in a revolving circle of, I don't love the imported trucks. They're not my jam. I don't like how society feels that the mining truck is the only way to build a truck. So I have decided to combine my two loves and passions. I have decided to take a Tesla Cybertruck and combine it with a Japanese K-truck. And I have built the world's first rendered Tesla Cybertruck. Yes, the Tesla Cybertruck. It is built on the principle that a F-150 crew cab regular box or a 2500 crew cab long box is a cruise ship. Tell me I'm wrong. Cruise ship on the highway. It is a giant mining vehicle traveling at 110, 15, 20, 25 kilometers an hour down the highway. What do cruise ships need to function? Tugboats. So I have created a Cybertruck. This is trademarked. Elon, call me. We'll build it. I want one. That's all I'm asking. Let's get this done. I figure if you take the powertrain out of a Model 3, even if it's a single motor, you take the size of the K-truck, you pack the battery between the frame rails, there's lots of space, you leave a side access fold down bed, you add some modern convenience, some modern safety, you keep it small. Cab over, it's 11 feet long, it's 4.5 feet wide, it's 5.5 feet tall. Keep it under 4,000 pounds, limit at the top speed at 120 kilometers an hour. And this thing would be an absolute revolutionary game changer globally. Not locally, globally. This would work in foreign markets where the K-truck already works and is the primary source of transport for working people. The Australian market, which has the ute and some of the other concepts. I think the utes are neat, but we don't have them here, so it's not really a point of contention. Europe, they're driving small vehicles. They're trying to switch over to electric. They're trying to remove, but you still need a truck. You still have to be able to get a 4x8 sheet of plywood from point A to point B. You have to be able to get a table saw. And all of these things that I do all of the time have to happen. The truck works great and is perfectly sized for me and one other person to go do work. And I can make a very healthy, steady living doing that. But if I could combine that with my love of Tesla, their technology, the autopilot, the torque of an electric vehicle, so it's 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time is of a acceptable range. I think now I'm probably in the 17 to 18 second mark. Drop that down to like 8. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to go Mach 7 at top speed. It just needs to function smoothly every day, everywhere, on all road conditions. And I feel like Tesla's the only company with the kahunas to actually take a chance at building something like this. Let me know what you guys think in your thoughts below. I think it's absolutely game-changing, and I cannot wait for Elon to get in touch with me. Email, phone call, drop one of your starships in my backyard. It won't fit. But bring it down. I will make room. We'll crush a fence. We're doing this. It's going to be magnificent, and I absolutely cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think in your comments below. Till next time, drive safe, take care, and behave, as always.